Well, we're nearing late November, and the Kansas City Chiefs are 5-5. And welcome back to First and Gold. I'm your host, Sam Gold. And as you know, if you know our videos, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. So you know what? After the Chiefs-Broncos game, I kind of wanted to sit down with you guys and just talk about the truth of what the Kansas City Chiefs in 2025 are. Because there's a lot of ups and downs going on right now within the fan base, within the team, within outsiders, talking about the future of the dynasty. Is the dynasty over? Do we even have a chance at the playoffs this year? There's a lot to talk about, and I just wanted to sit down and kind of break it all down for the next 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I kind of just want to vent about my feelings on the season and where I think the future is going to be. The Chiefs are top 5 in many offensive metrics, top 5 in many defensive metrics, and they're top 5 in point differential this year. And they're 5-5 because 5 of their wins this season have come from 13 points or more, and their 5 losses are all one-score losses. So feelings-wise, maybe at points this team is a little more fun to watch than last year, but the team can just not get it done at the end like the team last year could. It's kind of confusing for the minds of Chiefs fans. There are a lot of Chiefs fans out there that I think are overreacting. And it's not to say you can't criticize parts of the team because, listen, you went to 3 straight Super Bowls and you start the season 5-5. There's going to be a lot of issues to talk about. To claim that Andy Reid should be fired, that Brett Veach should be fired, and are just giving up on this team as a whole after one meh season, which we don't know what the ending is yet, I feel like is kind of showing who are the bandwagoners right now. Listen, I've been a Chiefs fan. Do I have the picture? It's behind me. I've been a Chiefs fan since I was 4 years old. Listen, even though I'm still a young Chiefs fan, I'm only 24, I still grew up watching Brady Quinn and Kyle Orton and Tyler Palko and Tyler Thigpen and Matt Castle. And you know what? Even the Alex Smith era, even though during the regular season it was fun, there was still so much playoff heartbreak. To say that now I am spoiled is beyond description. So for those of you who are coming into this video and expecting me to have a full-blown freak out for 10 minutes, it's not going to happen. So I want to shut down all the fans that are completely turning on this team just because we've lost 2 games in a row and now we look stale. I think there's a lot to criticize with this team right now. But to think that the dynasty is over and to think that all these people should be fired, it's not the way we should be doing it right now as fans. And you got to at least have some faith in the team. Do I think they're going to make the playoffs? Would I bet money on it right now? I would not. What is the number one thing hindering this team right now? Is it player personnel? Is it a few moments of certain games? Sure, those are small parts of it. But the most important thing that this team is lacking right now is emotion. And I just think after 7 years of playing the most amount of games that any team has played, they have played a full season plus of just playoff games in the last 5 to 7 years. Do you realize how emotionally draining that could be for some of these players that have stuck around for such a long time? The team is complacent. The team is stale. And I think the best, and a lot of fans don't want to hear this, but I think the best thing for this team right now is to just take a break this year. Get a good draft pick, rebuild, and they're going to have to make some tough offseason decisions coming up. They need to figure out contracts of these older players that they put a lot of their chips into, aka Chris Jones. Now, I do think Travis Kelce's actually having a really good season, but I think he also needs to realize that this team is headed towards a little bit of a rebuild and he needs to let go. And I love Travis Kelce and he's been good, but this has got to be his last season. So that would save a lot of money. I think that a lot of the 2022 draft class defensive members could end up leaving the team this season. I think that Chris Jones, something needs to be reworked there, or maybe you cut him, which is crazy because you're going to be eating a lot of cap. But there's a lot of really tough decisions that are going to have to happen. And for people that are saying the dynasty is over, I just want to point out that the Patriots had seasons like this. They had seasons where they barely scraped together enough wins to make the playoffs and then got their ass kicked in the wild card. Brady has missed the playoffs before. In 2022, Brady, went 8-9 and barely made the playoffs just because their division sucked. Like, there's gonna be lulls in the Chiefs dynasty, but as long as Patrick Mahomes is on the team, I am not going to say it's over. I mean, the Patriots went 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. I think it's really, really tough to come off of 3 straight Super Bowls and feel like in the middle of the season, yeah, maybe you do need to kind of just tear some things down and start over next year already in November. So listen, if the Chiefs go out, I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they go out and beat the Colts and make a run. Maybe they end up 11-6 and they're in the playoffs. That would be amazing. Then I could come back and watch this video, laugh, and be like, man, look at how we were all feeling in the middle of the season, right? But if we're being realistic, the team just doesn't have the makeup that it did these last other years. They just don't have them in them in situational football. I mean, talk about Andy Reid and his coaching decisions. Things have gotten so stale. He has not adjusted to these teams figuring out all these crazy design plays pre-snap, especially offensively. And the run game has been so efficient on 3rd and 4th and short. And you're seeing in a lot of these moments, he just tries to rely on the pass and try to play hero ball with Mahomes when you're overcomplicating so many simple things. Just run the ball with Kareem Hunt. And I think this team is just losing track of how to adjust because they have had so many times in the last couple of years where they've just scrapped together what they needed to and were able to win these close games and then win a couple Super Bowls from it. So they are refusing to let go of the things that made them so successful in this dynasty's history. And there needs to be a complete overhaul of the offensive play calling and the identity of this team. And we need to get younger, get some draft picks, and build around Mahomes again so the second half of his career can be as successful as the first half of his career. So we shall see. It's been a really tough time watching this team up and down this season. I just want to reiterate before I end this video one last time. For all the real diehard Chiefs fans out there that aren't going to abandon this team, it's going to be fine. We are so incredibly spoiled. But I feel like it is interesting to really dissect why the team is going through this lull right now. Because there is a very good shot they missed the playoffs, which is something you couldn't even fathom a Patrick Mahomes-led team, a healthy team, a team which personnel-wise is better than the last 2 seasons. Son of a bitch! That is why it's important to kind of dissect what's going on here, both mentally, emotionally for this team, situationally. And yeah, it just feels like the life is being taken out of this team finally, and it's all catching up to them. But we shall see. We're 5-5. I'm not giving up on this team yet, but I do think if they miss the playoffs, do not be shocked and just accept what's coming in terms of a rebuild. So for any Chiefs fans watching, that's how I feel. For any other NFL fans watching, you're probably pointing and laughing because you're like, look at this guy trying to do a sit-down, apology type video for the Chiefs team that has been amazing for 7 years. But listen, I wanted to get that off my chest because I couldn't possibly talk about that Chiefs-Broncos game for a short amount of time in a recap video. So there you go. That's kind of what I feel the truth about this 2025 Kansas City Chiefs team is right now. We'll see what happens the rest of the season. Hopefully I'll come back and watch this video and laugh. We'll see. But guys, if you enjoy more sit-down content like this where I'm just raw telling you how I feel, drop down in the comment section and tell us what other videos you think we should make. And if you're enjoying, don't forget to like and subscribe and also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at First and Gold. See what happens this weekend. Go Chiefs. And everybody have a great weekend and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.